Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a video. I made this little box, and this is one of my little lunch boxes. And the one thing I didn't do is I didn't put anything at the handle of this, and I really want to add something to the handle. That looks really pretty. But it's kind of big. I really like this box, and it was a lot of fun to create. That's too black. I don't want to make the colors not match here. I love this butterfly though. This is something I bought a long time ago, and I actually had it on another project and took it off recently because I never used it. But I have a pretty butterfly here already, so I don't want to cover that one up. But anyway, this box is a surprise, and this is going to be my December giveaway. And here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to do things a little different for December. This is for my Etsy shop and my Etsy shoppers. And because it's Christmas, I'm going to do this a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is the people that will be entered into my giveaway will be those who spend, I'm going to down the spending amount a little bit. I'm going to downsize it, and I'm going to make it $40 or more. So if you spend $40 or more in my Etsy shop, you will be entered into the raffle. Now the other change for the raffle for the month of December, because it's the holidays and I want to get this out as soon as possible, I am going to make the time frame shorter. So what we're going to do is, let's see, today is the 9th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 9th today through the 16th will be the dates that we are going to use for this. So today's the 9th, so you'll have until next Friday the 16th to make your purchases of $40 or more in my Etsy shop. And you will be entered into my raffle. But it's not just this box. So you guys are going to be hopefully excited about this one. I know I am. I've been working my little tail end off trying to figure out how I could make this a really great giveaway. And I think I did a decent job on this. So in this box, of course, this is a little lunch box. You guys know I like my little lunch boxes, and I found this. I have a little local shop that sells this size, and they're like the little princess lunch boxes. And it's a small one, but it's actually quite perfect. I like this size a lot. And here, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm of course trying to see if there's other things I can add to it, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but you know me. That looks really pretty right there. I like these little flowers, and I just pulled cut the stem off of this one because we're going to be using this in this video. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if I'm opening one more container here to see if I've got something I can put on this handle that's not too big and not too small. Something just in between that will look nice. Oh, I've got these two little hearts. That would be cute. It just doesn't go. I've got a little owl. No. Let's see. What could I put on there? I has to be the right size. Something small is good. Actually, this kind of fits right in that center square. So we're going to use this as the handle decoration. Just going to put a little bit of glue in the center of that and press it down in there. There. So now we have a nice little decoration on the handle. Okay, so now here's the surprise. And you guys see I have some tools out here. I'm going to be doing something with this. But I'm going to show you something that I have in here. And I don't know which one I'm going to use for this box, but one of them will go into this box. So as you can see, this box is going to be filled with goodies. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just scraping some paint off this edge. You guys know when I paint my boxes, I never paint this top section here because I don't want it to be all scratched up and look bad. But sometimes I do get a little bit of bleeding of the paint, so I have to kind of scratch around the edge so that I get a nice clean line. And my thumbnail works just perfectly for this. So anyway, okay, so in this box, I'm going to move this stuff aside. You will be getting all of these items. So we have a little mini journal, composition book. I have some of my little pearls. These are the stickers. And we have a little bag that is filled with, we've got some flowers. This is one of my handmade flowers. These two are from some ribbon, flower ribbon that I have. And I cut this off of a piece of lace that I have. And then these 3 little pieces came from, so you're going to get little like snippets of things in here a little bit. This bag is snippets. So we've got this piece and this piece and this piece that all were part of the same, it came off of a sari. So isn't that pretty? And you know, when you find that sari fabric, you can do some really nice things with that. Here's another little ribbon flower that I added a little flower to the center of. And then I made this little tiny applique in blues. So you'll get that. We have a little snippet of my gold, my favorite gold swirly. This is the last little snippet I have of that. And this is a snippet off of that lace that I like to use so often. This will be the last piece of this I'll be giving away, I think, because I only have like maybe 5 or 6 left of this part of that lace. So I'm going to be saving that for other projects. A little piece of this little daisy lace and a little snippet of this gold floral lace that I have. So those are some of the snippets you'll be getting. So now I just need to get this all back in there in a decent way. It's not always easy. I think I want to lay this flat, put these down. This is going to be a great box. Wait till you guys see all the other stuff that I'm putting in here. It's really a cool box. Okay, so let's get these in here. And as I put these in, I'm going to seal these baggies now. So I left all of my bags that are in here unsealed so that I could go through and show you guys what you're going to be getting. And the reason that I wanted to shorten the time frame is because I wanted to be able to ship this out before Christmas. So that was kind of the method to my madness here with trying to get this video. I've been trying to get this box done So I'll just take my little seal off of there and press it down, trying to get it as flat as I can because you can see this is absolutely stuffed to the gills. I wasn't sure I was going to get all this in here. Now this bag has more snippets of some laces. So we've got that. We have a little snippet of some dangly lace right there. That's really pretty. I love this stuff. I just used this. I'm using this on a journal that I'm working on for, I got an order, a custom order for 4 journals and 4 pouches that I'm doing for someone. And so I did use some of this lace on it. I'm looking for the journal. Here's the journal. I haven't really started the journal yet. But what I did, I'll show you guys, is I added these little pearls to the lace here. And it will, when you hold the journal up like this, these lacy bits hang down. So I thought that was a really good idea. So that journal, it's going to be gorgeous when it's done, but I've just barely started it. I've got to finish those 4 journals and pouches today. We've got a little piece. This is about, I'm going to say probably 14 inches. I'm looking for my ruler here. I know I had it somewhere nearby just yesterday, but I have a pile of stuff sitting here that I'm working on, and I have got to get this mess just cleaned up. I've got so much stuff sitting here because I've got way too many projects on my brain. So I've been very, very busy. So anyway, we're not going to worry about this. It's about, I'm going to say that's about 14 inches. Very pretty pink pearls. And we have a piece of this pink fringe lace. And that too is probably about 13 or 14 inches. And here I've got a little piece of some maroon organza ribbon, and this probably is at least a yard, probably more. And then this is some black sparkly lace. You can see that it's, or lace ribbon. And this is about, I'm going to say 24 inches. So this is doubled. Isn't that pretty? Look at the sparkle in that. I love this ribbon. I was having a hard time giving that away, but I wanted this box to be really nice. And this is just some lace ribbon, and I'm going to say there's probably about a yard there of that. So those are the ribbons and trims. And I may be throwing, if I can, you know, come up with a couple other things, I may throw some other surprises in this package before the day is done. But those will just be surprises that come along after, you know, when you get it. They won't show up in this video. I'm like that. I get things started and I just keep adding and adding and adding because I get excited about putting, these are so fun for me. I get excited about putting together little packages like this. And I figure since my channel is a crafting tutorials channel, that this would be something that my subscribers would actually really enjoy receiving, so that you can use some of the things that I use in my videos in your projects. And just wait, you guys. There's some exciting stuff in this package. I'm telling you. I've got some really great stuff in here. And I think you guys are going to love it. I'm just trying to put this together nicely here, you guys. So it's going to take me a minute. This video may be a little longer than I want it to be, but I want it to be done right, the package. So, and one more piece. There's actually a part of this package that's not in the box that you guys, I think, are going to get excited about. I think I've got it right here. Yeah, I do. Okay. I just put a bunch of stuff aside. Okay, so that one is done. So we're just going to seal that up. That way I know I've gone over that package. And then we have this baggie, and in this you're going to get this little butterfly with some eyelash trim wrapped around it. I'm going to say there's probably at least 2 yards of the eyelash trim on there. So you'll be getting that. And this is a flower that I made and turned into kind of a great piece for an applique. I like to use these flowers on my appliques, so we've got that. So there's that package. And we'll put our little butterfly in there with the flower. I'm trying to make sure I make these fit in a way that they're not longer than the box. So, okay, so there's that one. And you can be closed up. And then I've got this, and it's got this little home sticker in it. We've got a little piece of my my pearl trim, and this is a Believe in Yourself that I cut out, and I put distressing ink around it and a little bit of stickles on it. And we've got a couple of other stickers: Hugs and Kisses, Sweet and Great. And here's a little coffee bar sticker. And these are all the little 3D ones that that stand off of the main sticker. We've got a little bag of my little, these are resin flowers. So we've got some purple and red and white and pink. So I put several of those in there. Those are really nice to use, and you can also paint those to change them up if you want to change the colors in them. And that's what I've done with a lot of them. A lot of times I paint them white, and this was meant to go. I didn't put these together, which is what I meant to do. So we've got a 3D butterfly here. That's a really pretty one. And we have another little butterfly. So that's that bag. Let's get these little stickers and things back in here. Oh, I dropped it. I want to try and get through these somewhat quickly here because we are going, a little bit of this video is going to be a little bit of a project that I want to show you guys of something that's going to go in here. And I know that you guys can see something that I did not show you or talk about. And that's what we're going to be doing this video on. And I found a way to make the process a little bit easier. So stay tuned on this video because we're going to be making one of these little books. I learned how to make these, and I finally learned how to make them a little bit easier to do. And these pages inside are tea stained. I'm not going to show you the tea staining process because that's super simple. All you do is put some tea and water, warm water, get it good and dark, and cut these little pieces of paper and stick them in the tea, and they're awesome. So this is not going to go in this bag. I'm going to set that aside because I think probably what's going to go into this package is the one we're going to make today. Uh-oh. And look at these. I'm going to set these on top of this book. We're going to make these too, these little eensy weensy wire rim glasses. Aren't those adorable? Let me hold them up. And I did them with the little edges. Look at how cute they are. So we're going to make a pair of glasses as well as the book. So please, please, please stay tuned, you guys. And right now, if you guys have a moment, would you please consider hitting the thumbs up on this video? And also consider subscribing now. I'm really looking for lots of subscribers, doing lots of really cool videos and things. And I think you guys will not be disappointed if you subscribe. This is a piece of lace that I'm throwing in there. Awesome, awesome. This was a piece of lace that I got from my friend Gail over at Fava 4, and it actually had several of these squares in it. So I just cut one of those squares out to add to this package. And then I've got this lace, which is just a simple, you know, little pattern. But I like that, and I thought that would be fun to play with. And then a little piece of this satin fabric that has a kind of a sparkly pattern on it. And that's something you can use to throw into a project. So there is that bag, and I like this bag a lot. Oh, and then also this little applique and another piece of lace trim, and this is about 13-14 inches, I'm gonna say. Again, I cannot find my my ruler because it's buried underneath something here. If I find it during this, I'll try and, well, I'm not gonna measure these things because I'm sealing the bags, but I'm pretty good judge of measurements, so I'm pretty sure I'm almost spot on with what I'm giving you guys as the measurements. Then we've got this little bag of goodies, and these are just, we've got some copper clear rhinestone chain, and this is a piece of some chain that I've had for quite a while, and I have some more, so I just cut a piece of that off. I love this copper. It looks really good in some of the vintage projects. This one has this was actually a little stretch bracelet at one time, and it's lost pretty much its stretch, but it's got the little amber stones in it, and I thought that would be a pretty piece for someone to use in a project. We have a little wooden bicycle, and another piece of, this is a piece of an earring in green with green rhinestones. We've got this one, which is really pretty to use on a project. One piece of one of my very favorite trims. And then I have a little piece of this multicolored rhinestone chain. And we've got some little bits here of different blingy pieces. Really pretty ones. And then one more piece of, this is another, it's got amber stones in it on a gold chain. And this is a 2mm rhinestone chain. So that's that little package. But wait, we're not through. I've got actually several more things to show you guys. And like I said, some of this probably will not fit in the box. Well, I'm certain not all of it's going to fit in the box. So it'll just be in a separate bag that will be in the package. Okay, close that up. And here we've got, these are some images and things that I wanted to include. We've got some tags, and I have a whole stack of little tags here. Really pretty ones. This is a little Alice in Wonderland tags. That one's weird looking. Anyway, a little bicycle, some purple, and look at how pretty she is. I just love these tags and things. This is like one of my favorite things to play with is tags. I just enjoy, more and more I'm enjoying the paper crafts. I just think they're so much fun to play around with, and I just love them. And I love tags. I love pretty vintagey looking tags, like Victorian style tags and things. Go ahead and hook these on there. So there's some tags. And then these are just, these are all on cardstock. These are just regular paper images. This one's on cardstock. But these are just on, these three are on regular paper. So we've got those. I'm just going to put those on the back there. So there's that bag done. And we have more. Look at, you guys are going to love this package. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with winning this. This is worth more than spending $40. Because there's going to be so much great stuff in here. Look at these. These are just images of, here's 3 different sizes of this little girl. And I've got 2 of this one in here. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh my goodness, look at that. And then this is the other little girl. And then this one, she is absolutely gorgeous. And I've got 3 of those. 2 of the larger and 1 a little bit smaller. So that's those. And then we've got these. 2 of this little girl. 1 of this little angel that says, Guardian Angel, pure and bright, guard me while I sleep tonight. Isn't that awesome? I love that. And here's a little postcard. These are all like little postcard bits. Look at that one. Isn't she adorable? And then you get 4 smaller ones of that. So, and then here's a ballerina. These are all amazing, amazing images. I love them. And I was super excited to put them into a package for you guys. And then we have these. So we've got a couple of this little vintage sewing machine. This one says, Dear friend, may all your days be free from strife, and yours the goodly things of life. Isn't that pretty? And then we've got the little rabbit. Everybody needs beauty as well as bread. Places to play and pray. Places to pray in and pray in, where nature may heal and give strength to body and soul. And that's by John Muir. Isn't that awesome? And here's a butterfly one. It's called The Butterfly, represents faith, transformation, and acceptance to new beginnings. Isn't that awesome? And I was trying to come up with that when I was doing one of my recent videos on butterflies, the Wings of Hope video. And I couldn't remember exactly the saying, so I just didn't say it. Look at these little sloths. OMG, are they the cutest? Ah! And then this is just a pretty floral piece and some butterflies. And this is a bit, these both are bits from Alice in Wonderland. I know who I was just this morning. Or no, it says I know who I was this morning, but I've changed a few times since then. And this one says I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Isn't that cool? I love those. So we've got a couple of those. And then this pretty postcard piece that's just very vintagey. And we're going to be using the big image of that to do our little book. So here's a couple pieces of this, which is very pretty. And then I threw one of my favorite ladies, Art Deco ladies in there that someone can use into a project. So yeah, this is an awesome package, you guys. I'm telling you, this is like the best. I'm excited to give this away. I'm excited to have something that is crafty that you guys can use to do your own crafts with. So that's why I was so excited to do this particular box. Let's get those in there for some reason. Oh, you know what? I think I need to turn her around. Because I think that image is wider than it is tall. And then we'll be okay. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so let's get these in here. Now I would say that what I've already shown you guys is probably plenty for this package, but I wanted to do more, and so we're gonna sort of put these back in here in some sort of fashion. I'm gonna have to get in here and really work to get it to all fit again, I think, but we'll figure it out. And we've got our book, and we've got our little things. Okay, so I'm just gonna close that up for now and put that aside. And then what we're gonna do is get all of our tools ready, and we'll start working on this little book. We have our glasses. Aren't they cute? And I've got some other supplies here. Some that we're going to kind of change out. This was actually in the package initially, and I took it out because these, I was going to use these pieces of cardboard, but they're just way too thick, and they were making the books too bulky. So this is a stack of the papers, and I'll show you how I put these together. And then I have a couple, well, oh, wait, we're not going to do the book quite yet. Let me show you what else is going into this package. I've got some of these gold and silver sparkle balls, so those will be going in there. I've got a couple of pieces of these paper doilies that will go in there. We've got this beautiful vintage key, and this is actually metal. I painted it and made it look vintage like this, and then added this trim. And then this is a This is a keychain that I made. So that's going in there as just sort of my little gift to you. A little piece of chain. And you'll see why some of these things are going in there. I've got some beads. These are a variation of different beads that I have in my stash. Oop, and there's some rhinestones in there too. I just dropped a couple. I forgot the rhinestones were in there. But look at these beautiful, beautiful beads. These are like porcelain. Here's one that's got a rose on it. And I've got a little 4-leaf clover. And then these are super pretty. I've got a couple of those glass ones. And then this one, which is just a clear red bead. And then a couple of other little beads. And then these are just rhinestones, and I'll show you what the rhinestones are for. These are just loose little rhinestones in here. And the reason that I put those in is coming up here. But I want to make sure I don't lose any of these, because I do want to make sure that all of these go into the package. So let me get these back in the baggie. Okay, so I've got those back in the baggie. All right, so there's that. We've got a star set of stickers. And I just picked these up the other day at my little store. I thought they were so pretty. This is an opal owl. And so I got a couple of packages of these. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to throw one of those little owls in there because it's so, so pretty. Look at that. I thought those were awesome. We've got this little clock and this little clock. And these are just little chipboard clocks that you can use. You can paint them, you can distress them, you can do all kinds of things with them. And this is just a little kiss me sticker with lips. Some of this stuff is just silly, but I put it in there anyway. This one says BFF, and this one says, today I choose joy. So we've got those stickers. I'm going to add this pretty piece of, it's a locket. So I thought that was really nice. We've got this piece of bling. And we have, I'm going to throw in a watch, you guys. This is one that I've already put a Mickey Mouse image on the backing of it. So you will just put it together, but you can add those little rhinestone bits, you can add beads, you can add pearls, whatever you want to add on the inside of this to make it a shaker, and then you can attach the backing to it and then add your own dangle charms. You can use some of these beads for the dangle charms. And actually what I meant to do was this, hold on, this keychain, it's already got its little keychain thing, and this piece is actually was meant to go on with this watch as a as the purse charm clip for this watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put the watch in here, and I'm going to put that. I'm going to put the beads in here with the little rhinestones and stuff. I'm going to put this piece of bling because that can go on the outside of it. And actually, I'm going to add, if I have one. Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I had a red dangle. Yes. Here, I'll add this red dangle here so that can be added to it because red always goes with Mickey. And then here, this chain. You can cut this chain into smaller pieces and add it to the bottom of this as part of the dangles for this watch. So you've got a whole, almost an entire watch charm set. And you'll want to add some of your own little goodies. And I may add some more goodies into this for you. But that was kind of the main stuff I wanted to get in there. And like I said, I will probably add some other little bits and pieces just because that's what I usually do. But we'll have to see if I get the time to do that or if I can find some other bits and pieces that I think you can use. But look at you guys. This is an awesome, awesome giveaway, I think. And I think all of you would probably agree that this is pretty cool. So that is going to be it, you guys. That's what's going into this giveaway. But now we're going to look at, we're going to finish the little book that's going to go in there as well. So let's get into that now. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. I know I've got more stuff out on my table here. I turned you off for a second and grabbed a couple of things. So these are some that I've already tea dyed these papers. And again, all you do is take a little tray or a bowl or something and make some tea, make it really, really strong as you can make it, and then drop your papers in there. But what you're going to do is your papers are going to be, let's see, let me get my other measuring tape here. We'll just use this. Okay, I forgot I had this sitting over there. So each page is going to be 2.5 inches. Each cutout of your paper will be 2.5 inches by, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time holding this, by 1 3/4 inches. So 2.5 this way by 1 3/4 this way. Okay, so after you've cut out, you just take a couple of pieces of paper and cut them out. If you have a paper cutter, that's awesome because you'll get straighter lines. If you don't, just you know, cut the strips, you know, that are, you know, 2.5 inches or what did I say? Yeah, 2.5 inches, and then you know, cut them down and then cut them, you know, into 1 3/4 inch strips. Just like that. So anyway, so that's what you're going to do. And then you're going to take and lay all those pieces, and they can all be touching each other. That's okay. You can get them apart. You're going to leave them sit in the tea for, a couple of hours if you can, or a few hours if you want to just walk away from them. And then just take a piece of wax paper and lay it out and separate all of the pages and lay them across that wax paper. Get a couple of sheets of wax paper. What I did is I made a whole bunch of these at one time. Some of these are darker than others. You can see that page is darker than that page, and that's what I like about the tea staining, because you've got some lighter pages and some darker pages, and it looks really rustic and old. So that's what I did. So you've got all your pages, and then what you're going to do, in fact, I'm going to go get a piece of paper real quick and show you. Okay. I'm just gonna real quick show you guys how we're gonna cut these out. So here's my piece of paper. I should have had this prepared. I'm sorry, you guys. This paper has writing on it, but we're just pretending that we're doing a new one. And my ruler would be actually awesome for this process because it's going to give me better measurements. I'm going to see if it's laying under here. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so here we have our ruler. I don't need that anymore. Okay, you go over there. Get out of my way. I'm just going to put all my little tools and things aside here. Okay, so we have our piece of paper. So we're going to take and measure. And you can see I've sliced up my ruler using my my X-Acto knife. So, but that's okay. We're just going to measure this. Okay, so we're going to go, what did we decide? 2.5. Yeah, we're going 2.5 by 1 3/4. So, I'm just going to go along here and go 2.5. And I'm just going to kind of go down the paper here and mark my 2.5 point. Okay. And then I'll just take my ruler. I'm going to turn it around where it's not all cut up. And I'm just going to go along my little dots there. And there we go. So I'm just going to take this and cut it. I have a paper cutter, that's what I use, and if you can find one, you can get those paper cutters on Amazon. I will put a link, that's where I got mine. I'll put a link up for Amazon so that you can see what they are. They're not that expensive, really, when you consider the use that you can get out of them if you enjoy doing a lot of paper crafts. So they're very worth having. So here we're going to go right there. And this is the 1 3/4 that we're marking right now. Did I do 1 3/4 there? I did not. Goes there. I did this wrong. Oh goodness, you guys. Let's turn this over. Okay, I'm sorry. So 1 3/4. 1 3/4. And I don't think that one's, oh, that one just makes it. Okay, so then we're just going to take it, well, you should probably just draw your line. Trying to make sure it's straight. Like this. And this is why having a paper cutter is so nice, because you don't have to do all of this. Okay, so we're just going to take those, we're just going to cut these 3 out. And cut them out. And I used 35 of these sheets. 35 of these to make one book. Because I wanted to have quite a few pages, and I wanted it to be thick enough that it, you know, looks like a book and not like a little paperback thing. So then I took these and just fold them in half like that. And that's the thing, if you've got the paper cutter, you won't have those dots. You won't get marks on your paper. Use a pencil, don't use a pen like I did, so that you can erase those spots if you have them, but try and make them as light as possible. So here, pretend we've got 35 of these. So then I'm going to take these, well, here, now we've got plenty right here. So here's my 35 pieces. And I'm going to take my my Elmer's glue. Where did I put that? Oh my goodness, you guys. Let me get my Elmer's glue. Okay. And I just bought the Jot white glue. It's not Elmer's, it's just Jot from Dollar Tree. Works just as good. And so here's the pages. So we're taking this edge here, which is the bent edge, and we're putting all of those edges this way. And I'm going to get these as close together as I can, and I'm squishing them. And I'm going to take my white glue, and I'm just going to squeeze that along here, just like that. Making sure I get it on all of those edges. Just like that. And it just kind of squeezes down between these a little bit. And then what I want to do is, I don't want it to be so thick like that. So I'm going to take this little piece of a paper towel here, and I'm just going to kind of go along the back of this and clean it off a little bit. So now I've got a nice thickness. So you can see there, it's not super thick, but that's plenty. I've made a few of these now, so I kind of know where I'm at. And I'm going to take my little clippies here. I get these, you can get these at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put 3 of them along that back side as close to the edge as I can, like that. And making sure there's plenty of pressure. And these actually do provide a lot of pressure, so they hold it down really, really well. So there we go. We've got our little book, and that's going to sit. I think that the best thing for you to do is let this sit for at least 5 or 6 hours, like that. Okay, so there we've got the makings of a book. So I'm going to put this one aside, right up here. Well, I'll just put it right over there. And then now we have, let's have this one. This one is done. I've already glued this one together, and you can see it's a little bit, I don't know if you can see the shine that's on there, but it's a little bit shiny, and it's all stuck together. You can see it's holding together very, very well. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to put my little glasses aside there. We're going to make a pair of those glasses too. I'm going to take this paper, and now that I've got some of these cut out, I'm going to use this as a template, because what you want to do is you want to have I love this paper too because I thought this would make a really nice vintagey looking book. So I think we're going to go down to this end. And we want to have an edge. And what my suggestion is to make these edges to be about, you know, I would say make them about 1/2 an inch. Right about there. Coming in and on this edge too. I need to get that up a little bit. Here, actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my marks. I wish I could find my pencil here. I have a bunch of them, but they're not sharpened. Okay, so we're going to go, I'm going to go up a little higher here. We're going to go to 1/2 an inch there. And we're going to come up 1/2 an inch from this edge. So right there. And then just going to lay that there, and we're going to have to come 1/2 an inch from here. So we want to go to right about there. And then 1/2 an inch from this edge. And where did my little line go? There. There it is. I don't see my other mark over here. This is, okay, there's 1/2 an inch there. Let's see here. There. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut boy, it's hard to see those lines. Let's see, how far is that over? That is there. We're going to go right there. Okay, and then this one, where's my mark? Right there. That is exactly 3 inches, so there's 3 inches, and this one is just 1/2 an inch, so we just need to come in actually, I'm so silly. This one is right there. So let's get you to the edge, and we're going to draw another line right there. Okay. So I'm just going to draw a line here, and we're going to draw a line right along there. So that's where we're going to cut this. And I'm just going to go inside of my drawn line so that I don't have any marks on my book cover, because this is going to be our book cover. There. Okay, so that's what we've got. And it looks like I didn't cut that exactly straight. There we go. All right, so there's our piece of book cover, and that's how that's gonna sit. And it looks like I went a little bit bigger around the top and bottom edges, so I am going to cut this down just a tad. I can see where I missed the mark right there, so just a little tad there. And that should be just awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to flip that over, and we're going to take our little book here, and we're going to let's see, I want to mark my 1/2 inch spot here. So on this we can mark it on the inside because nobody's going to see that paper. So we're going to come in a 1/2 inch there, and we're going to come in a 1/2 inch there, and a 1/2 inch there, and a 1/2 inch there. So that's kind of where we're going to be sitting within those lines. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to fold this paper just like this. I'm going to take and kind of try and press it against the book there. And I can see the main thing is you want to have a hangover. You don't want, and not the drinking kind, because you don't want hold on. Because you want it to look like a book, and books have, the cover always hangs over a little bit. So I'm just folding this along this back line. These little books can be a little bit time consuming, but so worth it in the end. And now I'm just going to take this, since I know where my lines are, I'm going to fold this over and get nice crisp lines along that that edge, or those edges I should say. So we've got those two folded over and we're good. Now I can see that I've got a little bit off here, so I'm going to cut off just this little strip here that was kind of off. Just like that. And it looks like I need a little bit more. I think I made my edges, I kind of went a little over on the edges, and I did that on purpose because last time I didn't, and I felt like I needed a little bit more. So, okay, so if I put that in there, you can see how much we have left over there. So I think I'm going to say it's a little less than a 1/2 inch, but you can see I've got a whole lot more at this end and this end. So I've got room to play a little bit. So I am going to need to cut some off of one end of this, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to just take my scissors and I'm going to eyeball it to about that line. So there we go. We have a nice edge over each one of these. But we need to make sure too that when we're doing this, we want those edges, we don't want to fold them in so far that they match the pages. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my ruler here, and I'm just going to sort of fold this up here around all of these edges. And I'm going to place this down and see where that lands. Now, I folded it in too far, so this is why we play around with this. I think we need just like maybe 1/8 of an inch. You guys, I'm just learning how to do this, so it's not like I'm a pro. Don't claim to be. And that's going to be good because I've got just enough of a little bit of a hangover that it looks good. It looks like a book. So now that we've got that side, we're going to do the same thing on this edge. And I'm just going to, again, take my ruler, and I think I'm going to go from this side. No, that's not easy. I'm going to go right there. And I'm just going to fold it in and then fold it over. There. So we've got that. And then we're going to do the same thing on these edges. And then we're also going to have to cut a section of this off in this middle, in the binding section. So, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to figure out our folds here first. We're going to take this, and this fold is going to be slightly bigger than those other edges because we have more space on these ends. I'm going to take and just get these folded and get these edges figured out. And you'll see, once you've done a couple of these, it'll get easier. And you could probably do these in, you know, just a few minutes time. Now I'm going to take these corners here, these edge corners, and I am going to cut those. And I'm going to cut them right up to where that corner fold is. Not quite at the fold, but almost right up to it. Like that. So you can see. And we'll get these two corners. And we will be ready for the next step. Okay, so there's our corners. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hot glue for this. Trying to think. Oh, wait a minute. First thing I want to do, actually, you know what? I don't have to do anything with that, with those binding edges. Awesome. Okay, we're perfect. All right, so we're going to take our glue gun and we're going to glue these edges down and press really hard, and do this quickly so that we don't get thick hot glue underneath these edges. So just do it as quickly as you can. Oh, and of course my glue gun would run out. Oh my goodness. Okay. Press it very quickly. And I had a little squeeze out, but I'm just taking my nail along there. And I got all that glue off of there. Okay, and now we're going to do this edge. And you can see how they come together very nicely at these corners. There we go. And I've got a couple of dots on there, but that's okay because the book is going to be glued to those first pages, just like that. So we're going to take now and we are going to use our white glue. And I'm just going to kind of smear that around. And I'm going to take my little book here. Which way do we have this? I need to make sure I'm doing this the right way. It goes this way. So my book is going to go oops. You want to get it set in there just so. I just kind of tweaked the page a little bit there. Okay. All right. So now I'm just pressing this down. I'm going to press the binding side down so that it's nice and straight. And press these top and bottom pieces onto it really well. And then you can take, I've got these other little clamps here. These are Harbor Freight clamps that I have here. And I'm just going to put those on there like that. And we're going to let that dry. And we have a little book. Now, I've got some other little bits. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep working on this book, you guys, as if it was completely dry and ready to go. I have some teeny tiny images here that I printed off. And I'm thinking I might like to use maybe one of these to go on here. I'm not worried about the book coming apart. It's gonna stay fine. I kind of like this cover, but then it feels like it's kind of bleh. So I was thinking maybe I might put, you know, something like this over the top, because this one's kind of cool. But the only thing is the direction that these butterflies are going in doesn't work very well, because they're going that way, and of course that's not going to wrap around the whole book. So maybe what I'll do, let's see. Got some other images here. Let's look and see. Got my little sewing machine one. We don't want to use that. I have these teeny tiny ones of the butterflies. Maybe if I put that kind of in the center there, that might work. Or I've got these cute little, I'm going to use this. I think this is adorable. And I'm going to cut off these dark edges here. And I might take the edges of this book and just use some distressing ink and make it look more kind of vintagey. But doesn't that look cute, you guys? I think that looks really, really cute on there. Yeah, I think we're going to add her to that. And I'm just going to take some of my Elmer's glue. I'm going to use a very little bit and just wipe it across there. And we're going to put her right on the front, towards the top of the book. And I'm just trying to make sure I get it on there sort of square. There. That looks super cute. Okay. So we've got that done, and look at this, you guys. I'm going to put these aside here. Even if you took like one of these little memory boxes and you had a little book sitting up there, and then you had like this little teeny pair of glasses sitting on top of the book, and you could even take these glasses and sort of fold the edges in like that, or like that, and just have them sitting there. How cute is that? I just love, I'm excited about these glasses, can you tell? And these, and you might need to tweak these a little bit, get them, you know, just the way you want them, but the wires move really simply. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a pair of glasses now, and I'm going to show you just how easy this is. So this is just a stem off of a some flowers that I have. These flowers right here. I just took one of these stems and cut it off, and take my little round pliers, my jewelry pliers, and I started at one end and worked my way around. So this is going to be the little ear loop, just like that. And then, okay, so then that goes that way, and then we're gonna start right there, and we're gonna start going around this way, because this is where we're gonna do the round part of the glasses. And we're gonna bring it just like that. Oops. And I want to press that down. Let's see. Okay. And we do have to bring this around just a little bit more so that it's coming like that. So you can see that. So the earpiece is going this way and the glasses are going this way. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to bring it down a little bit, and then I'm going to come over here to the wire, and I'm going to sort of make the nose piece, and we don't need that to be real big. And this takes a little finagling, but it's easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, so now I need to, let's see, where do I need to go with this? I need to make my other loop there. just need to make sure I've got it on the right section of my little loopy pliers here. So there we go. We've got that loop. So now we've got the little eyeglasses, just like that. And then I'm going to take it and fold it backwards, going in that direction, just like the other side. And we'll figure out how long we need this to be, because I'm going to make my little ear loop now. And that looks about right. So I'm just going to take and snip this off right about there. And there we go. We have another little pair of cute, adorable glasses. Look. Aren't they adorable? Anyway, so there's my glasses, you guys. And you can finagle these and get them, you know, perfect them as you go. I think once you've made a couple of pairs, they'll be easy peasy. But you can see it only took me 5 minutes to make these, so it wasn't that bad. So I think that you guys could have fun with making these and just kind of set it on top of your little book there. This pair I spray painted silver. I have some silver Rust-Oleum paint, so I did paint these silver. And then here's our little white pair. So there we go. Super duper cute. Let me put them kind of over my finger here. That might make it easier to kind of see what they look like. So that's how I did those. So now you can see where if we, oh, I'm going to get my distressing ink out here. I've got it right in front of me. I do want to do that because I want this book to look kind of more antique-y. So we're going to take, I've got this Memento Luxe, and it's Espresso Truffle. And I love this distressing ink because it really does a good job of making things look very old and distressed. It's a perfect, ugh, now I got it all in my nails. Ugh, that's not perfect, but okay. So I'm just going to go along all of the edges here and really distress this guy out. And I'm going to make the rest of these books here too. But like I said, I have a custom order that I need to get done before Christmas. And I've got an order, something that I'm making for my friend Debbie that really needs to get done. I've been sitting on it because I've just, you know how when you get something you're making for somebody and you just want it to be perfect and you're afraid that it won't be, so you procrastinate? That's kind of what I've been doing with that particular project, and I need to stop and I need to just do it and do it with confidence and get it to Debbie right away, because it is a little, some memory candles for her son, and I want her to have them. And my procrastination is not good. But like I said, I want them to be right, and I'm afraid if I rush them, I'm going to end up with something that is not what I want to give her in the end. So I need to make sure that I do it right. we're just going along, just distressing all the edges. And I'm going along the inside too. And I just got to peel back these other pages here that kind of got stuck down. Just like that. And then you can also take, once you get, you know, this all done and ready to roll, you can take and put, say like I've got these other bits that, I'm trying to see which ones I have here. Oh, these are cute. I've got like these other little bits and pieces where you could take this and just kind of put it on the inside pages. Now these are a little bit too small, I think. I would rather have something bigger in there that kind of fills in and gives a perfect line on the inside of this, and I may go ahead and do that off camera. But yeah, so here's my little book. Isn't that adorable? I just love these little books. I think they're such great little pieces, and I love the little glasses. So, so, so fun. And this book, it's either going to be this book, or I also have, of course, the other one, which I don't know where I put it. I have this other one that I did too, but I'm not as thrilled with this one, but it is cute. And this one I made more with I used the vinyls that you get from the Dollar Tree, and I put those on this one. This is actually quite cute now that I look at it again. This is a neat book. So I've got that one, and then I've got the other one that I showed you guys. Oh, this one here. So I've got these three done. And so now I just need to, these actually would be really cute on top of this book. It kind of gives a very studious look. But look at how cute this would be on top of this box. You know, with the glasses on top. Whoopsies. This one's a little too thick. Take that. This one matches this box really nicely. With the little glasses on top. How cute is that? So anyway, that's it, you guys. So this is going to be my giveaway for the month of December. You guys have till the 16th of December to spend $40 or more. It's not 50 this time, it's 40. So that gives you a week to go into my shop and see if there's some stuff that you want, and see if you want to get entered into the raffle to win this box. It's an awesome giveaway. It's very, very heavy. Wow. I'm shocked actually at how heavy it is. And then we also still have these items that need to go in there. These, and I'm going to pick one of these books to go in there as well. So, I mean, this one, since we made it in today's video, should probably be the one that I put in here. But I may do a little more embellishing on that one. So, yeah, so this box, all of the goodies that are inside of it here. And we're going to add these items as well. And that's going to be our giveaway for the month of December. So, yeah. But anyway, y'all have a really, really beautiful day and a beautiful weekend, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Oh, just to remind you guys, please, 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 if you would go in and like this video, make a comment and subscribe. I really would appreciate it if you guys would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll get notified when I do future videos. I've got a lot more really great ideas in my brain that I'm trying to get out and get done. And so I think you guys are going to be really excited about some of the projects that I'm coming up with. And, oh, look, that looks cute on there. But anyway, I've got a lot of projects that I'm getting ready to do and different things. I'm trying to come up with some really different ideas for things that I've never done before. So, been working on that. And again, if you would hit that subscribe button, I would be eternally grateful. Working on growing my channel. I want to let you all know I am going back to work full time. It's not what I wanted to do, but it's what I have to do in order to keep on going and keep my channel going. And I'm actually kind of excited about it. It's time to get back out there and start earning a paycheck, because Etsy and YouTube are just not going to, that's not what's going to keep me going right now. So, and that's okay. I'm going to keep working at it. I'm going to keep putting as many videos up as I am now. I'm not going to change that. And make sure that you all visit Kiki's sale. Debbie's got so many great things over at Kiki's. Laces and bling and flowers and all of the things that I normally use in my videos. And she's got a lot of it. And she just slowed down just for a little bit right now because she did just lose her son. And she's trying to get through that, and we all need to give her that time and give her that grace, and she will be back full force soon, I'm sure. So everybody say a little prayer for Debbie, my friend, and stay safe, stay well. God bless you all. Have a great weekend, and I'm going to see you in the next video, which is going to come up real soon. So take care. Bye-bye, everybody. God bless. Stay tuned for pictures. Bye-bye.